Rangers, and there are more records, I think, will fall.
So you see a couple of shutouts tonight on National Hockey Night. Mike Richter with the Rangers in New York. Grant Fuhr with the Buffalo Sabres over the Boston Bruins by a score of 5-0. Baseball tonight comes away at the bottom of the hour, but before we get to baseball, there's much more hockey. We'll put a final wrap on the night in the NHL. All of your scores and highlights coming up when we return.
Here comes a whole new taste breakthrough. It's got less fat and better taste for you. It's not a chip off the same old block. That's right. Got new Pringles right crisps. That's right. Less fat and better taste than this. That's right. Better taste than less. Grease the proofs right here you see. That's right. It's not a chip off the same old block. Pringles right crisps. The taste pops here.
Hundreds of miles to the north and 30 degrees south of zero lies Canada, blasted by wind, buried by snow, and filled with ice. Molson Ice. Ice brewed by North America's oldest brewery to be a few degrees colder, a few degrees bolder, yet smooth as ice. Molson Ice, from the land where ice was born.
You've got the winning color! Make your engine last longer. Change your oil every 3,000 miles and use the newest Pennzoil. Now with the revolutionary Penn-Star molecule, Pennzoil works like liquid ball bearings. Clings in, on, around, and between moving parts to reduce heat, friction, and wear.
My car's got 295,000 miles on it.
It has 161,000 miles.
314,000. 173,000.
Pennzoil has always stood by me. It's never failed me.
You got the winning color!
If you really want to travel for less, bum a ride to Suzuki's truly moving, dealing days. Where you can get a great new Suzuki motorcycle for $0 down or low down with low monthly payments. So get to your Suzuki dealer any way you can.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs. The magic of the '93 Stanley Cup Playoffs is yours forever with this power-packed video. You'll cheer the overtime victories, last-second dramas, and hockey star-studded performances. You'll find all the spectacular players and plays in the official '93 Stanley Cup video. To order for $19.95 plus $4.95 shipping, use your credit card and call 1-800-688-1991. That's 1-800-688-1991.
Make sure you're tuned to ABC on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. 4 more big games for you. The National Hockey League on ABC. Check your local listings for the game in your area. The second of 6 weeks on ABC. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The first 3 weeks of the playoffs on ABC. As far as NHL games tonight, the New York Rangers went into play tied with the New Jersey Devils as they hit the home stretch. Rangers and Devils will hook up tomorrow night in the Meadowlands in a crucial game as they fight for the top spot in the Eastern Conference. Meeting the third best team in the West, the Dallas Stars. Before the game, Adam Graves holds the Ranger record for goals in a season at 52 now. First period, Dallas the opportunity, but the goal post and Mike Richter there to make the stop. Jeff Bukaboom the hit on Richard Matevchuk. Other Stars also on hand. Tom Hanks taking in the game. They're scoreless after the first. Dallas just couldn't get the puck in the net. Trent Klatt tries from his knees. Good effort. Mike Richter there to make the stop. But the Rangers would not be denied. Messier to Graves. Kids, throw it on net. Good things happen. And the Rangers get the goal. 1-0 in favor of New York. Rangers led 1-0 into the second. Jay Wells, good play to keep it in at the point. Playing it off his skate. Again, another case of putting it on goal. You get the rebound. Adam Graves is there looking for 53. Not the case. Glenn Anderson gets the goal. His 20th of the year, third as a Ranger. That would make it 2-0. Kovalev adds the empty netter to make it 3-0. Mike Richter, the shutout, his 38th win. He had 28 saves in the Ranger victory tonight. Elsewhere around the NHL for you, Devils and Capitals. Chris Terreri came into the game, a 2.73 goals against average. Now the Devils trying to keep up with the Rangers. Kelly Miller's shot. Terreri able to make the save. Then Don Beaupre down at the other end, sharp as well. Bobby Halik on the break. Beaupre turns that one aside. But the Devils would break through. Jason Smith, the blast. Mike Peluso gets the goal. put the Devils up 1-0 after one. Then Randy Burridge, Steve Konowalchuk to Pat Peake for the tying goal. That would tie things at 1. And that's where they stand. So a lot of time left in that one. In the third period, the Devils 13-1-3 their last 17. They've outscored opponents 70-34 in that span going into tonight. Canadiens and Islanders from Nassau Coliseum. Ron Tugnut in place of Patrick Waugh, who's been slumping a bit. First period, Tugnut would be tested. Derek King to Pierre Turgeon for the goal. Still in the first, Montreal in the attack. Oleg Petrov the shot. Ron Hextall makes the save. Guy Carbonneau the follow. Hextall stops that one as well. 2-0 Isles after one. Second period, Habs come back. Paul DiPietro the goal in front of the net. The Habs would tie it at 2. And then Tom Kerbers would fire from the top of the circle to put the Islanders out in front by a score of 3-2. And the Islanders would add more. Pierre Turgeon to Derek King. Steve Thomas gets credit for that one. Big night for Turgeon and King. 5-2 the final. The Islanders over the Canadiens. Elsewhere, the Jets and the Canucks. Ross Romanek sending Gino Ojic into the Jets bench. Usually it's the other way around. Middle of the first, Keith Tkachuk to Dallas Drake for the goal, his 12th of the year. Tim Cheveldae in goal in that Winnipeg net. Up against Greg Adams one-on-one. The right pad save, and then maybe he's got something for Adams, because Adams doesn't have anything for him. The save again on Adams. Jets had the 1-0 lead. Nathan Lafayette would make it 1-1. And the Canucks continue to go. Jeff Brown, the good pass to Murray Craven. In all alone on the break. 5-hole through Cheveldae, make it 2-1. Sergio Momesso, Jeff Brown, no pass, the goal this time to make it 3-1 Vancouver. Cliff Ronning has just added a goal to make that 4-1 Vancouver leading Winnipeg. Other finals for you. One other final to pass along. No television anyplace, so sorry, no highlights for you this one. Tampa Bay, a 4-3 winner over St. Louis. Chris Joseph had a goal and 2 assists. So Tampa Bay, mathematically, still alive in the playoff hunt. Loss would have eliminated them. When we come back, we'll go back to Buffalo. Gary Thorne, Bill Clement, Al Morganti standing by. You'll hear from the hero of this one. Grant Fuhr comes up with a shutout. Buffalo big over Boston.
Phew, foot odor. Knock foot odor out of your life with genuine odor eaters insoles. Only soft, comfortable odor eaters contain super activated charcoal. Scholl's doesn't. And activated charcoal is the world's most powerful odor destroyer. Do something about those smelly feet. Get odor eaters insoles. Odor eaters are so strong they actually knock foot odor out of your shoes and out of your life. Genuine odor eaters insoles.
It's nice to know that one phone call to a farmer's insurance agent can take care of your insurance needs. And with a Farmer's Friendly Review, you know everything is properly covered. Farmer's Friendly Review. For your home. For your car. And for your family. Farmer's Insurance Group. For home, auto, and life.
Is this a basketball legend chasing a dream? Or is this the best marketing coup ever? Outside the Lines takes a look at Michael Jordan's Dream Spring. Monday at 8 Eastern, only on ESPN.
If Burger King had just one customer, we'd have just one way to serve the #1 preferred burger. But since you come in more than one size, so does the Flame Broiled Whopper. Like the new Whopper Jr. with more beef than before. Or Double Whopper with more beef than you'd believe. There's a Whopper taste for any size appetite from the everyday value of 99 cents. Whopper meals from $1.99. We don't have to be the world's #1 fast food place. Just yours, and yours, and yours.
Welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order, please?
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see that the land is pure, untamed and free. There's no place that I'd rather be. So come on along and head for the mountains of Bush Beer. Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of Bush Beer.
Welcome back to our National Hockey Night studios. One quick programming reminder for you. 7 minutes away from baseball tonight with Chris Myers. That's coming up. Our game tonight, Buffalo, a 5-0 shutout over Boston. Let's go back to the odd. Gary Thorne and Bill Clement.
All right, thank you very much, Steve, and an impressive victory for the Buffalo Sabres here tonight. Grant Fuhr not only was outstanding, but the entire team was. They jumped on the Boston Bruins early. And if you're going to win in any major sport, you got to have a team that's got that juggler desire, and they had it.
That's what we anticipated, didn't we? Because Tampa Bay came in here on Wednesday night and knocked off Buffalo. They were an angry team, so you knew that they were going to be very aggressive. The one thing we didn't count on was the Boston Bruins being flat. How many times in a season does a Boston Bruins team coached by Brian Sutter come out flat? Not very often. The Bruins kind of self-destructed, and once the Sabres got the lead, it was pretty easy for them. Sabres ended up with 4 breakaways, 4 3-on-2s. That's a total of 8 odd-man rushes. That is very uncharacteristic of a Boston Bruins team. Don't take anything away from the Sabres, though. They played a solid defensive game. And remember, this is a team that's banged up as well. Yeah. So the Sabres would be a tough team to play against in the playoffs with the goaltending that they have, with the special teams they have, and as well as they can play defensively.
And Peter Swoboda out of there, one of the guys they rely on back there, along with Grant Fuhr, 14th career shutout. He's with Elmore Gandy.
Thanks, Gary. Grant Fuhr, I've got to be honest. All year long, I've been saying, Grant Fuhr is going to be traded. Right to the trading deadline. Grant Fuhr is going to be traded. Come out, great game tonight, shutout. You surprised you're here at this time of the year?
I'm a little surprised. I mean, it seemed that I was going everywhere. Like, I thank myself. I had myself even traded, but no person didn't trade me as much, so I'm still here.
But you're still here, playing. I guess you're hitting your stride this season. You had some injuries. You feel like you're playing as well as you have all season now?
I think so. I'm finally healthy this year. I feel good right now. I'm starting to get into a little bit of a groove, and playoffs are coming up, so it seems to be a good time for me.
You seem very relaxed. The whole team feel a good feeling about this team right now? I mean, you look like there's no pressure on you. Your goaltending partner playing very well. Is there a good feeling on this team right now?
I think so. I mean, we didn't play very well the other night against Tampa. We let them off the hook a little bit, and they came back and stung us. So guys knew we had to play well tonight. We came out, got the early lead, and I think it was a pretty easy game after that.
Well, for sure, Hall of Fame goaltender, this is your 13th shutout. Let's take a look at some of the saves you made during the game. Right over.
From back there, they should be stopped. And those you kind of hope you catch them, but sometimes they get away.
Okay, right in front of the net here?
It's just a little bit of a scramble. You try and keep yourself in the middle of the net, take the bottom half away.
And a slap.
Those are easy. We got guys lying down, so you know the puck, if it comes up high, it's yours. Everything else is going to get blocked. Our forwards and defensemen have been good about that this year, so it's been fairly easy for us.
Going into the playoffs, you feel want to split goaltending duties? Has Muck given you any indication who's going to do what in the playoffs?
No idea. I mean, all I can do is make it a tough decision for him. Dom's played unbelievable this year, so all I can do is play as well as I can and make the decision hard for him.
Well, you certainly are going to make it a tough decision. Congratulations on this shutout, and I hope to see you in a Sabres uniform for a long time. Make me wrong. Guys?
Well, I'll tell you, he's absolutely right. His biggest supporter is the guy behind the bench. It's why he's here and why he's still here. Muckler loves him.
Yeah, well, John Muckler still maintains that the Detroit Red Wings made a mistake by not coughing up Chris Osgood, the young goaltender that the Sabres wanted, and getting Grant Fuhr, because John Muckler thinks that Grant Fuhr is the kind of guy that can take you to the Stanley Cup and win the whole thing. I'm not sure the Sabres have the team in front of him to do that, but going into the playoffs, you got 2 really relaxed guys. I mean, you will not find a guy more relaxed that doesn't feel any pressure than Grant Fuhr, and with Dominik Hasek there, the Sabres could surprise a lot of people in the playoffs. You know, we haven't talked too much about them, but with that kind of backstopping, who knows?
It generally comes down to that in the playoffs. The hot goaltender, that's the team that's hot. The standings as a result of the games that have been concluded, the Rangers have added to their totals. Devils are still playing. You take a look at Buffalo and Boston. You see now Boston and Montreal still tied at 91, but the Buffalo Sabres have got a shot. Florida still holding on to 8. The Islanders in Philadelphia just an outside chance in Washington. They might even be caught. In the West, those are the top 6 right now. A chance for some juggling to go on there, and certainly there will be, especially down there in that 3-4-5 situation. And Vancouver's got to be careful about the teams coming up behind them. Chicago and a red-hot San Jose team. They are going to go to the playoffs. Those will be the top 8. I want to thank you for joining us on National Hockey Night from the Odd in Buffalo. For Bill Clement and Elmore Gandy, I'm Gary Thorne. Steve Levy will be right back. That's our final.
Just down Sunset and up the incredible California coast is Wolfgang Puck's latest culinary creation, Granita. It's a touch of the Mediterranean with a dash of the Pacific. And if you go there, bring your appetite for travel and your Visa card.
It's perfect.
Because Wolfgang's grilled prawns will take you to the Mediterranean, but Granita won't take American Express.
I love to cook, and I love to eat even more.
Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
If you really want to travel for less, bum a ride to Suzuki's truly moving, dealing days. Where you can get a great new Suzuki motorcycle for 0 down or low down with low monthly payments. So get to your Suzuki dealer any way you can.
There's hockey for you tomorrow night. Not NHL hockey, but maybe some of the league's future stars. The NCAA Hockey Championships. Lake Superior State, Boston University. See it live here on ESPN tomorrow night at 8 Eastern. Scores for you as we go around the league. Mike Richter, the shutout. Rangers beat the Stars. New Jersey Devils trying to keep pace. They're still going at it. 4 minutes to play in the third. They're tied in Landover. The Islanders come up with a big win. They're trying to make the playoffs. A 5-2 win at home over Montreal. Vancouver has a 4-1 advantage over Winnipeg. 6 minutes to play in the third. And Tampa Bay, a 4-3 winner over St. Louis tonight. Joseph a goal and 2 assists. Next time we get together, next Friday night, 7:30 Eastern. Should be a real good one from the Meadowlands in New Jersey. The Devils taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. That wraps it up for us here on National Hockey Night tonight. Baseball tonight is next with Chris Myers and Jim Catt. That's coming up next. I'm Steve Levy. Good night, everyone.